So yeah, I mean, look, I don't mind sharing. I'm originally from near Leeds myself. My whole family were Leeds United fans. I grew up a Man United fan. My family hated me for it. I had trials for Leeds as a kid. Um, so yeah, I have nothing against Leeds. Um, Even as a Man United fan, I have nothing against them whatsoever. I don't really do rivalries like that. It's just not me. It's not who I am. So I don't want people to misconstrue the following as typical Man United bias against Leeds. But I really don't think Jesse Marsch is going to work out in the Prem. I really don't. I think this Leipzig, Red Bull kind of way of playing. And look, don't get me wrong. I know that we've had people that have come to the Prem doing something similar, who've come through that model, like Hasenhüttl, etc. Um, the difference being that a lot of these managers have tweaked things to be their own. I see Jesse Marsch as effectively just playing how Ranić plays. Stop me if I'm wrong, but that's what I see. He seems to mimic the formations. It is so closely aligned, and I don't think that will work in the Prem, as we've seen with Ranić when he went against Man United. This 4-2-2-2, not for me. Things started to work out a little better for him, to be fair, when he started to allow a bit more width in. But I don't know if he goes with his preferred tactics next season. I don't see it. I really don't. But anyway, let's get into it. Goalkeeper, I think Melier is absolutely exceptional for his age. As I said last summer, his temperament's brilliant. Recovers from mistakes really quickly. He didn't have, as good a season last season as he did in his first season, but he was one of Leeds' best players once again. Yeah, they seem to really rate Christopher Claesen as well as backup as a young keeper, so no upgrades there. Right back, they've brought in Rasmus Christensen from Marsch's old club, Red Bull Leipzig, Salzburg, sorry. They also have Ayling and Dallas when they come back from injury. Centre back, they've got Liam Cooper, Pascal Struijk, Robin Koch, Diego Llorente. Cooper did alright last year. The other three weren't great. Llorente was okay, I suppose, but they didn't get a lot of protection though, so none really had the chance to look good. I do think there's enough talent in that bunch, and I think Leeds believe in them as players, so I don't see any upgrades there this summer. Left back, Junior Firpo was horrendous. I said at the time they should have gone for Matt Cucurella instead, and that's been proven in abundance. Now it looks like he's going to move to City. A new left back is needed urgently, I think. DM, so Forshaw was Phillips' natural deputy, but he's now got a broken kneecap. Koch can fill in there, but a lot less convincingly. Phillips leaving for City means that they did need a replacement badly, and they've gone and brought in Tyler Adams, who's not a like-for-like replacement by any means, but I think Marsch is going to be obviously trying to transition to his own system, and that doesn't necessarily mean that Phillips' skill set will be sorely missed in the new system. However, quite clearly, his overall quality will be missing from this Leeds side. They've also brought in Mark Rocker as well, who's a different kind of player to Tyler Adams, so he plays in the same position. They brought him in from Bayern, so that gives them options there as well. They've also got, Brendan Aronson, who can play kind of the centre mid role. I'm not sure how they're going to look to set up and where they're going to look to play certain players. It could be, for example, that in a 4-2-2-2 they may go for playing, say, Tyler Adams alongside Brendan Aronson. I don't know what they're going to look to do. Aronson does his best work further forward in more of a 10 role, so we'll see. They've also, of course, got Click and Rodrigo, who played as centre mids last year. Click isn't good enough, I don't think. Rodrigo doesn't do his best work in that role, and that's why they've brought in someone else in Aronson, and they've brought in new players in there. They've also brought in Darko Kiabi from City's Academy for £5 million. How ready he is for first team football remains to be seen, and they've also got Shackleton, who is not good enough for me at this level. Right wing / inside 10. Obviously, that's been Rafinha's position, but hoping to get more out of him next year than they did in the previous season. Elder Costa returns from a mediocre loan spell at Valencia. Aronson can also play there. We'll have to see what they're going to look to do. Striker, they've got Tyler Roberts, who's gone to QPR on loan. They've got Rodrigo, Geldar, Greenwood and Bamford. They can all play there. Bamford, Geldar and Greenwood should stay. Rodrigo should go for me, paving the way for a new striker. So what I'd look to do then is I'd look to sign 2 more additional new players. Left back, I'd bring in Aaron Martin from Mainz. There's rumours that he's looking to go back to Spain with Getafe, but if Leeds could bring him in, I think that'd be a really good signing for them. Striker, I'd look to bring in Ludovic Ayorge from, is he at Montpellier currently? I'm just going to check that. Strasbourg, yeah. Where I've just been for the first time as part of my holiday this summer. Lovely place, Strasbourg. Really, really nice. 12 goals, 8 assists. Yeah, this season at Strasbourg. So yeah, I think that'd be a good signing for them if they can bring him in. There's rumours about Lille swooping for him, but if Leeds can get him, that'd be great. So new starting 11 for next season: goalkeeper Meslier, right back Christensen, centre backs probably Llorente and Cooper, I would think. Left back Aaron Martin, centre mids, and this is interchangeable here. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I do think Tyler Adams will probably get a lot of game time, particularly for his energy, and he fits the bill of exactly what they'd be looking for with the Red Bull model, having come from Leipzig himself. So probably Tyler Adams starting a lot, I would have thought. Then they might go for Rocker in there alongside him, or Aronson in the centre mid role. On the right of the 10s, they may look to, therefore, if they go Adams and Rocker, they may look to go Aronson on the right as an inside 10, or they may look to push Sinisterra out to the right, even though primarily his best position is on the left, same as Harrison's. So it might be that we see Aronson or Sinisterra on the right, and on the left, therefore, we might see Sinisterra or Harrison. Not quite sure. I think Aronson will definitely be in the starting 11, whether that is in centre mid position or on the right. Striker, Bamford and Ayorge would be great. I will reiterate though, I do not think it will work out for Marsh. They're losing their 2 best players this summer, most likely. They've already lost Phillips, and it looks like they definitely will lose Rafinha. With that money, they are bringing in probably a better standard for the overall 11. So whilst the quality is drained from 2 positions, they're going to spread that out, which of course is good. The issue is I don't think this Rangnick-esque football will work in the Prem. I really don't. So could be a problem season for Leeds. That's just my thoughts, guys. Let